What if I told you your dog didn't just wander into your life, but was sent by something far greater than coincidence? What if this bond existed long before you ever met, written into the fabric of your soul's journey? This isn't just a pet story, it's a spiritual truth. Your dog is more than a companion. They are a guardian, a guide, and a reflection of your very soul. And if you are a chosen one, this connection holds a power that most people will never understand. If you've ever felt your dog knew your thoughts before you spoke, if they've comforted you without words or warned you of something unseen, you've experienced the silent language of destiny. You're not here by accident, and neither is your dog. You were brought together for a reason. If you've felt this, if your dog has ever looked into your eyes and you sensed something ancient, something beyond explanation, let me know by leaving 77 in the comments. Your story is part of something bigger than you realize. What you are about to discover may change how you see your dog forever. Since the beginning of time, these animals have been more than pets. They have been watchers between worlds, protectors of the soul, and messengers from the unseen. But there is something deeper, something hidden that has been kept from you until now. Today, you'll learn why the chosen ones, the souls with a higher mission, share an unbreakable bond with these sacred guardians. Stay with me, because what you'll hear today isn't just a story, it's a revelation about your own life and your spiritual path. The ancient contract, your dog is more than you think. From the moment your dog entered your life, an ancient contract was fulfilled, one made long before either of you existed in this form. Dogs have walked beside humanity for thousands of years, not by accident, but because they were entrusted with a mission that transcends time. You see, in the eyes of ancient cultures, dogs were never just animals. They were sacred protectors of the soul. The Egyptians revered Anubis, the jackal-headed guide who led spirits safely through the afterlife. In Norse and Celtic traditions, dogs guarded the boundaries between the living and the dead. The Aztecs believed that dogs carried souls across the river to the next life. Across continents and cultures, the message is the same. Dogs are guardians of the unseen realms, sent to accompany souls on their journey. But what few understand is that this bond becomes even more profound when it involves a chosen one. As a chosen one, your path is different. You don't just walk through life, you carry a frequency that shifts the energy around you. And because of that, you attract not only light but also darkness. You may have noticed that your life has been marked by struggles, by moments of isolation, and by encounters that others cannot explain. It is precisely for this reason that your dog was sent to you. They are not here to simply share your life, but to shield your soul. This is why many chosen ones say their dogs appeared during times of crisis, when they were lost, broken, or standing at a crossroads. And if you feel this message resonates with your soul, consider using super thanks to support this channel so we can continue sharing these revelations with those who need them. But why you? Why does your dog seem to understand you more deeply than anyone else? Because they don't just see you, they see your energy, your light, your pain. They recognize you because your souls agreed to meet long before this lifetime. Have you ever felt that your dog watches you with eyes that seem to know something deeper than this world? That's because they do. This connection isn't random, it's ancient, and it carries a purpose. The spiritual sensor, how dogs protect you from unseen energies. Have you ever wondered why your dog sometimes barks at an empty corner of the room or refuses to go near certain people? It's because they see what your eyes cannot. Dogs are spiritual sensors, capable of detecting frequencies, energies, and presences from realms beyond the physical. You may think their reactions are instinctual, but the truth is more profound. Dogs read vibrations, the subtle shifts in energy that ripple through the unseen world. And if you are a chosen one, your energy, both pure and powerful, draws attention from forces that exist beyond the veil, both good and bad. This is why your dog sometimes becomes restless around certain people. They are not reading faces, they are reading souls. Your dog knows when someone's intentions are harmful before a single word is spoken. If your dog growls, stiffens, or positions themselves protectively between you and someone else, pay attention. It isn't paranoia, it's protection. Dogs don't see masks or hear lies. They feel the truth. Many chosen ones share stories of their dogs refusing to let specific people near them, only to later discover those people carried bad intentions. This is because your dog's mission is not only to walk beside you, but to guard your soul's path from unseen threats. But their protection goes beyond warning you. It extends into absorbing what was meant to harm you. Have you ever come home drained, carrying the invisible weight of a hard day, only to feel a sudden peace when your dog presses their body against yours? That is because they are pulling the darkness from your energy field. Dogs are natural transmuters. They take in heavy energies and release them back to the earth. However, this sacred act comes at a cost. Many chosen ones notice their dogs becoming fatigued, lethargic, or even ill after times of emotional turmoil in their own lives. This isn't coincidence, it's sacrifice. Your dog carries your burdens so you can continue your mission, but they need you to care for them too. Just as they guard your spirit, you must guard theirs. A walk in nature, a moment of gratitude, a loving touch. These simple acts recharge their soul and restore their light. Some spiritual traditions believe that dogs can even stand as guardians at the spiritual gates of your home, preventing negative entities from crossing your threshold. If your dog refuses to enter a certain room or avoids a particular spot, pay attention. They are sensing energy imprints, remnants of events, emotions, or even entities. Many chosen ones have shared that their dogs became uneasy right before significant life events, some joyful, some dark because they could sense the energetic shift long before it arrived. And it doesn't stop when they leave this world. The bond you share with your dog is not bound by the body. Many chosen ones report feeling their dog's presence even after they've passed, hearing faint footsteps, feeling a familiar warmth, or even receiving warnings through dreams. Because when a dog chooses you, their mission extends beyond life and into eternity. You may not always see what they are guarding you from, but know this: without their protection, your path would be far more treacherous. The universe's timing, why your dog found you exactly when you needed him. Have you ever wondered why your dog came into your life at that specific moment? Was it a random encounter, or was it something far more profound, an appointment set by the universe itself? Many chosen ones find their dogs during times of deep transition, after heartbreak, loss, or moments when life felt unbearably heavy. It may have felt like coincidence, finding them on the street, adopting them on impulse, or receiving them as an unexpected gift. But was it really random, or was it destiny unfolding exactly when you needed it most? The universe operates on divine timing. Nothing arrives too early or too late. When you are a chosen one, the universe aligns experiences to shape your spiritual path. Your dog didn't appear to fill space, they appeared to fill a purpose. Many chosen ones share the same story. Their dog entered their life during a period of profound sadness, loneliness, or confusion, and without words, they began to heal. It is during these moments of spiritual breaking that the universe sends guardians, not in the form of angels with wings, but angels with paws. And these guardians do more than comfort you, they guide you back to yourself. But how do they always come at the exact moment you need them? Because the universe knows what your soul needs before your mind does. Often, your dog finds you not because you were searching for them, but because they were sent to you. If you feel this truth in your soul and believe more people should know about these divine connections, consider using super thanks to support this channel, so we can continue unveiling these hidden spiritual bonds for every chosen one on their journey. Think about your own story. Did your dog arrive when you were at a crossroads, perhaps after a loss, a breakup, or a moment when the world felt too heavy to carry alone? The timing is no accident. Dogs are often sent during what is known as a spiritual pivot, moments when your soul is breaking open to something greater, but you feel lost in the darkness. Your dog's arrival is the universe whispering, "You are not alone." And it's not just that they came, it's how they made you feel. Many chosen ones describe an instant connection with their dogs, as if meeting someone they had known forever. No need for words, no need for explanations, just the silent knowing of an ancient bond. This is because their spirit recognized yours. The truth is, your dog didn't choose you at the shelter. They recognized you. Your meeting wasn't a decision. It was a reunion. The soul pact. Your dog might have known you before this life. Have you ever felt that your dog knew you long before you ever met? That the way they look at you, the way they understand you without words, carries the weight of something older than this lifetime? That's because it does. Many chosen ones experience this uncanny familiarity with their dogs, a connection so deep it defies explanation. And that's because your dog may have known you before this life. You see, souls that are bound together don't just meet once. They return to each other, lifetime after lifetime, continuing a journey that never truly ends. There is a reason some dogs slip into your life and feel like they've always been there. It's because they have. Your souls made a pact long before you came into this body. In spiritual traditions, it is believed that certain souls, human or animal, choose to travel together through multiple lifetimes to help one another grow. They reincarnate not to complete their own journey alone, but to walk beside you on yours. If you've ever looked into your dog's eyes and felt something ancient, something beyond words, you've touched the edge of this truth. It's not sentimentality, it's remembrance. Have you ever noticed that some dogs arrive in your life already knowing you? They pick up habits that you never taught them. They sleep in places that were once favored by a dog you lost, or they respond to old nicknames you never called them. This is because their soul remembers, even if their body is new. Many chosen ones have shared that a new dog entered their life only after their beloved companion passed, and that new dog carried the same spirit, the same essence, and the same love. Souls that are bound through eternity always find their way back to each other. But why do dogs choose to come back? Because they have a mission that extends beyond one lifetime. For chosen ones, whose path is often marked by struggle, growth, and spiritual awakening, a dog's role is more than companionship. It is protection, guidance, and healing. They don't come to simply share your joy, they come to walk with you through your trials. And when their time in one body is complete, their soul often returns, because their mission by your side isn't finished. This is why, even after their physical body is gone, many chosen ones continue to feel their dog's presence, a warm sensation, a familiar nudge, or dreams so vivid they feel like visitations. Death cannot break a soul pact, it only changes its form. If you have ever felt that a dog you lost returned to you in another form, share your experience in the comments. These stories are not fantasy, they are proof that love, once shared between souls, cannot be lost. And if you are meeting your dog for the first time in this life, know this: it may not be the first time your souls have touched. The silent teacher, what your dog is teaching you about life. Your dog is more than your protector. They are also your teacher. But unlike human teachers, they do not use words, they use presence. Every moment you spend with them holds a lesson, but you must be still enough to hear it. If you pay attention, you will realize that your dog has been guiding you, not just guarding you. The question is, have you been listening? The greatest lesson your dog teaches is to live in the present moment. Notice how they exist, fully, joyfully, and without regret. They do not dwell on yesterday's sadness or fear tomorrow's storms. They meet each sunrise with excitement, each walk with wonder, and each reunion with pure joy. In a world that constantly pulls you into the past or pushes you into the future, your dog calls you back to the now. Because the present is where life happens and where your soul heals. If you have ever been comforted by your dog simply resting beside you, you've experienced the power of presence without words. And in that silence, you've learned that sometimes being is more powerful than doing. But their lessons go deeper than joy. They also teach you about love. Not the conditional, transactional love that the world often gives, but love that is pure, patient, and selfless. Your dog does not love you for what you can offer them. They love you for who you are on your best days and your worst. They do not care about your success, your appearance, or your status. They care only about your heart. This is the love your soul craves, the love of being fully seen and fully accepted. And the greatest truth is this: the love your dog gives you is the love you were always meant to give yourself. Your dog also teaches you about letting go. Their lives are shorter than ours, and though this feels like a cruelty, it is, in truth, a sacred lesson. They show you how to love without holding back, knowing that loss is inevitable. And when their time comes, they teach you about grief, raw, real, and unbearable. And yet, they also show you that love transcends loss. If you have ever held your dog in their final moments, you have learned one of the hardest and holiest lessons of life: that true love means being there, even when it breaks your heart. But perhaps the greatest teaching is that of energy. Your dog knows how you feel without you speaking a word, because they read your energy. If you are anxious, they become restless. If you are sad, they stay close. If you are joyful, they share in your celebration. In doing this, they mirror you, showing you your emotional state more clearly than any reflection. This is not just sensitivity, it is spiritual alignment. And it is an invitation to become aware of your own energy, to heal what is heavy, and to nurture what is light. When you learn to manage your energy, you will notice your dog becoming calmer, more peaceful, because they are always responding to your frequency. In this way, they are not only your teacher, but also your mirror. So ask yourself, what is your dog teaching you right now? Are they asking you to slow down, to breathe, to let go of the tension you carry? Are they showing you how to forgive, how to trust, how to love without conditions? Or are they reminding you that joy is always here, waiting in the simplest of moments? If you've ever felt that your dog was more than just a companion, that they were a guide for your soul, share what they've taught you in the comments. Their lessons, spoken without words, may be the greatest wisdom you will ever receive. The energy exchange, why you must protect your guardian in return. Have you ever noticed your dog becoming tired, distant, or suddenly falling ill after you've had a difficult day? It's not your imagination, it's energy exchange. Dogs don't just sense your emotions, they absorb them. As a chosen one, you carry an energy that can be both powerful and heavy. Your highs are brilliant, but your lows are deep. And through it all, your dog stands beside you, quietly carrying what you cannot. When you are anxious, they become restless. When you are in pain, they press their body against yours, not just for comfort, but to take some of that pain into themselves. But here's what most people don't understand: this exchange has a cost. Dogs are natural transmuters of energy, but they are not limitless. They take on your burdens because they are loyal to your soul's path. But if you do not care for your own energy, you risk overwhelming your guardian. Have you ever wondered why your dog sleeps more after you've had an emotionally draining day, or why they seem to become sick after you've been in a toxic environment? It's because they are processing the energy you couldn't. And if they do this without rest or renewal, their spirit becomes weighed down. This is why chosen ones must not only receive their dog's protection, but also return it. Your dog heals you, but they need you to help them heal too. How can you protect them? The first step is managing your own energy. You must clear what is heavy within you, because everything you carry, they carry too. Spend time grounding yourself through nature, meditation, or stillness, because when your vibration is clear, their spirit can rest. And then, recharge them. Dogs heal through joy. A walk through the trees, time in the sun, or even your playful laughter, it restores them. Speak to them with gratitude, because your words carry energy too. Your dog doesn't ask for anything but your love, but your love can become their shield. But there is something even deeper. If you listen closely, you will realize your dog isn't only protecting you, they are teaching you. They are showing you how to release energy rather than hold it. How to live fully without carrying yesterday's burdens. You see, dogs feel pain, but they do not keep it. They let it flow through them, back into the earth. And if you can learn this from them, to feel and release rather than carry and store, you will not only heal yourself, but you will lighten the weight your dog bears for you. Many chosen ones say that when they finally began to care for their own spiritual energy, their dog became more vibrant, more playful, more at peace. Because dogs don't need you to be perfect, they need you to be present. They need you to walk with them in joy, not just sadness. They need you to celebrate their life, not only mourn their burdens. So take a moment today, not to think of what your dog does for you, but what you do for them. Because this bond is not one-sided, It is a circle of love, of healing, of protection, and that circle is sacred. The eternal bond, beyond life, beyond death. What happens when your dog's body leaves this world, but their presence never does? Many chosen ones know the answer, not from books or beliefs, but from experience. If you've ever lost a dog, you know that grief is not just sadness, it is the breaking of something sacred. But here is the truth that only the soul understands. Bonds made of spirit do not end with the body, they transcend it. And often, your dog does not leave, they simply change form. Have you ever felt your dog's presence after they passed? A sound, soft footsteps when no one is there. A sensation, the warmth of them beside you when the room is empty. Or a dream so vivid it felt like a visit, not a memory. This is not your mind playing tricks. It is their spirit keeping a promise. Because a guardian's mission does not end with death. If you are a chosen one, your dog has not only walked beside you in this life, they have walked with you through lifetimes. And many times. They return, it may be in the form of another dog, a new companion whose eyes carry the same soul, whose habits feel impossibly familiar. Many chosen ones share stories of a new dog that sleeps in the same spots, understands old commands without being taught, or responds to names they have never heard before. This is because souls that are meant to be together always find their way back. And when a dog returns to you, it is not a new meeting, it is a reunion. But what if they do not return in a new body? Then they become something else, an unseen protector. Some chosen ones say their dogs have appeared in dreams to warn them of danger. Others say they felt their dog's presence during times of sorrow, as if reminding them, I am still here. And in the deepest moments of loneliness, a sudden warmth, a whisper of energy, like an invisible embrace. This is because their mission is not to walk beside your body, but beside your soul. And the soul does not end. Even if their form has changed, their lesson remains. Love never dies, and neither does the bond that was built from it. In many spiritual traditions, it is said that when a soul completes its mission with you, it may choose to move on, or it may choose to stay, guiding you from beyond. But one thing is certain, no dog who has truly loved you is ever truly gone. They remain as a part of your energy, woven into your heart, your memories, and your path. So if you have lost a dog, know this, you have not lost them. You have only lost the ability to see them with your eyes. But if you close your eyes, if you become still, you will feel them. Because their love is not in their body. Their love is in you. And there is no distance, not even death, that can break that. You were never alone, and you never will be. From the moment they entered your life, your dog carried a mission to walk beside you, to guard you, and to teach you. But what they have given you is far more than protection. It is a piece of their soul. They were never just a pet. They were a guardian, a teacher, a companion from beyond time. And if you are a chosen one, then you know that every moment with them, every look, every touch, carried meaning beyond what words can hold. You see, this connection you share with your dog is more than companionship. It is a spiritual contract. And the truth of that contract is this: it does not break, not with time, not with distance, not even with death, because they came into your life not for a season but for a purpose. And when a purpose is soul deep, it cannot end. It only changes. Perhaps you found them when your heart was broken and they became your healer. Perhaps you met them when you were lost and they became your guide. Or perhaps they came to you in joy, and through their presence, you learned the meaning of unconditional love. Whatever their form, whatever their path, know this: it was never random, and it was never temporary. They were sent to you by something greater than you know. And when their time beside you in this body comes to an end, do not grieve as though you have lost them, because you have not. You have only lost the ability to see them. But their soul, their energy remains. In the stillness you will feel them. In your heart you will hear them. And when your own journey reaches its end, they will be there waiting, because love like this does not end. It waits. It continues. It returns. So cherish them while they are here. Learn from them, walk with them, and love them with everything you have. Because they are not only guarding your life, they are walking your soul home. And if you carry their love with you, you will never walk alone. Not in this life, not in the next. Never. Now I want to hear your story. Have you ever felt that your dog was more than a companion, that they were part of your soul's journey? share it with us in the comments. And if this message has touched your heart, share it with someone who needs to remember that they are not alone. Because if you have found this video, know that you were meant to. And just like your dog, this message found you for a reason.